I felt it would eventually happen. I knew that Bill and Hillary Clinton had the faith and the strength, and that the family unit would remain intact. And that's been a big deal because we've seen the Clintons in victory, we've seen them in pain. We've always seen them together, and that has been a big factor. Secondly, as the drama unfolded, the Republican overreach, overkill, their zealousness began to give the American people the sense that they were not fair. Mr. Kent Starr, for example, is now under investigation by the Arkansas grand jury, by the Washington grand jury, by the Department of Justice. He has lost much moral standing in this ground, in this struggle. And then when he sent his report to the Congress, uncorroborated, uncross-examined information, and the Congress released it to the public before they even read it, trying to damage Clinton, the American people began to put up their arms. So the result is Clinton, paradoxically, has been impeached into a kind of martyrdom. He's really more popular among the people than ever before.
But you know, one of the things which really does make it very difficult for people outside America to understand these things is that you, a man of the cloth, have counseled the president from one side of the equation, and yet the people who've been out to get him have been from the Christian hard right, that there, in a way there has been a divided Christianity in play here.
Well, no, but the Christian Coalition is not a religious organization. It has a religious name. It is a political organization. So in many ways, they're the Christian right, but they're not the right Christians. They don't have the sense of compassion and love and that tempers justice.
Where do you think it goes from here? What, after all, he has a rather small amount of presidential time left to him. He has not been damaged in the polls, but seems to have been possibly weakened politically. And she, Hillary, has been vastly empowered by what's happened in the last months.
Well, the Clinton team has been empowered. I submit to you he is a more popular president today because he ended up being seen as the victim, if you will, in the right-wing conspiracy. And Hillary emerged as an even stronger woman whose potential politically has not yet been measured because she is an awesome and powerful leader in her own right. Their team is a very strong team. Now that this is about to come to an end, I hope that in this post-impeachment syndrome, that we can now focus to public policy issues that really matter. With all of our strength, that's important, 500,000 Americans die a year from cancer. 1,500 a day. A coal miner dies every 6 hours from black lung disease. Our urban and rural schools are not wired for the internet. We have the highest jail population in the world today. So there are some great issues of substance that must now be addressed in this post-impeachment traumatic syndrome period.
You mentioned compassion just then. Do you think there's been enough compassion for Monica Lewinsky? She really has been through the mill. She was subjected to fantastic pressure by not only the FBI, but the grand jury system, Mr. Starr, and by the president and his entourage who smeared her over that time. Have people compassion for her?
I think there has been compassion for her. I've not seen anybody really attacking her. She was a willing partner in a relationship that became public, got out of hand. She never meant to take it public and get embarrassed. The Starr people put her in a sweat room for 7-8 hours without a lawyer. And that's why they're being investigated today, because the Ken Starr group really took advantage of her and in a sense, forced her into a role to make public a relationship that perhaps should have been made private. And so certainly I pray for her and for her family. And I think in time she too will recover. She appears to be a smart young lady, and she deserves a chance to get on with her life.